Hello, my friends. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that took me a while to learn. So I think, if any of you struggle with this topic too, I think it's going to be really helpful for you today. And so what that is we're going to be learning about how to sight read, okay? Like a pro. All right, here we go. So, so our first tip for how to sight read like a pro is the most important tip for today, and that's don't look down. Okay? So this is really the tip you don't want to forget. If you can't remember anything else from this video except this, that's perfectly okay, because this is the main one. Alright? So the moment you look down while you're sight reading is the moment that you've lost. Alright? And here's a picture to illustrate this. Here's a tightrope walker. It looks like his wife got mad at him and hung up his clothes on over the mountain. All right, so yeah, if you're tempted to look down, think of this guy. All right. Next tip, number 2, we're gonna want to read by intervals. Okay. So in order to read by intervals, we're not focusing on the note names anymore. We are focusing now on the distance and the direction of the notes. Okay, so here's an example of that. So for this one, we're starting on F, all right, but we're thinking, okay, we'll go up a third, down a sixth, same note, up a step, up a skip, down a fifth, same note, down a step, up a skip, down a fifth, and so on. Okay, so that's the idea for that. Let's go to tip number 3. All right, look for groupings. All right, if you notice in arpeggiation, focus on that chord. Don't focus on the notes themselves. All right, and if you see a scale, look for where it begins and ends. Don't worry about all the notes in between. Okay, so if we look at this example here, we'll notice at the beginning, in our left hand, we have this arpeggiated pattern going on. All right, but if we kind of zoom out, instead of thinking of the pattern note by note, let's zoom out a little bit and look at it as a chord. This is just a C major chord, and I'm just arpeggiating it. I'm going from the lowest note to the highest to the middle and back. So that's my pattern. And even if there's a chord change, the pattern stays the same. So here I have a new chord, but the pattern's the same. I have the bottom note, middle, top. Bottom, top, middle, top. Okay? So the next thing, if we look at the scales, I'm just focusing on that first note. And where's the mouse? Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. I'm focusing on that first note. And then where's it taking me to? Whoops. Where's it taking me to? So it's going from G and it's taking me up to G. So I don't have to think about all these notes in between. I just know that it's taking me from G to G. Okay, and then back down all the way to F. Okay, and then the pattern continues there. All right. Now, tip number 4, we're going to want to feel for where the black keys are on the keyboard. Okay, and here's what I mean. The white keys, technically, they don't really give us any information when we're sight reading a piece of music. If I'm playing through it, because if you think about it, step 1 was don't look down, right? So if I can't look down, well, guess what? All the white keys feel the same. So I'm not really going to know where I'm at. So what you want to do is you want to feel for where the different black keys are. So you'll look for a group of 2 or a group of 3 black keys. So let's look here for an example. Let's say I wanted to find the note D. Okay? I would just try to feel for where's that group of 2 black keys. I would feel for that on my keyboard. Okay? I'd find the group of 2, and then I'd know, okay, D is right in the middle of that group. Or if I wanted to play the note B, I would know that, okay, I'm going to look for the group of 3 black keys. All right, here's the group of 3, and I would know B is on the right side of that group. So that's really what I'm looking for when I can't look down. I'm going to feel for those black keys to show me where I'm at. Okay, our last and final tip is going to be to look ahead. Okay, this comes in a couple different ways. So first, we're gonna want to look at the entire song, okay, to get an idea of how we should play it, which places might be a little bit tricky, maybe which places are similar to others, okay, and then also while we're playing it, we want to be looking ahead just a little bit of where we are. So here's what I mean. I'll illustrate it here. So for this song, um, when we look ahead at the overall piece, we're going to notice some similarities. So our first similarity that I'm noticing here is we have this section in our right hand where the notes are going up. They do jump down, but they come up again. We have something kind of similar here where the notes are moving up and back down. So it's kind of like our right hand takes the melody, then our left hand takes it, then our right hand, then our left hand. So it's alternating. Okay. Another similarity I would notice is, okay, here I'm playing E's mostly for this measure, and then it goes down to D and then down to C. Okay, so it's basically like it's doing the same kind of thing, but just down a step. Okay, same thing in the left hand. We're doing C, G, C. Okay, but I'm not thinking of the exact notes, but I'm looking at, okay, we're going, the motion is very similar to this motion over here. Okay, even though the notes are different, the motion is the same. All right, so the other thing is to look ahead as we play. So what I mean is, while we're starting the song, our eyes should be over here while we're playing here. Okay, and when we get to measure 2, our eyes should be on measure 3. Okay, it might take some time to work up to that. You might want to even start just a beat, have your eyes be a beat ahead of where you're playing. But eventually, if you work up to a full measure ahead, that's going to give you a lot of extra time to think as you sight read. Let's do a quick recap here of all these concepts. So our main point was don't look down. Okay, that's the one you don't want to forget. All right. Next one, read by intervals. All right, read the distance between the notes, not the notes themselves. All right, number 3, look for your groupings. Look for the patterns. Look for the chords. What's the scale? Those type of things. Okay, and then number 4, feel the black keys. That's gonna help you know precisely where you're at on the keyboard. And then number 5, look ahead. This will make you aware of any obstacles to come as you're playing. Okay, and if you can apply all these concepts, you'll eventually start to sound like Tom from Tom and Jerry. Okay? I hope you know who that is. So work on these concepts. I'm sure it'll help you. Leave a comment if you like this video, and leave a like if you like this video too. Okay? All right. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.